because of that, I became really aware when I was on Facebook, and I just would get a bad feeling from certain things that people said. I would get concerned, and I would contact them and try to give them support. I've actually talked people out of committing suicide, told people to get some help, talk to a minister, talk to a loved one, talk to somebody that'll listen and understand. I understand if they don't want to talk to me because they don't know me personally, but anything that's said to me, I do not repeat it ever, ever. Um, but I've made it my mission that I've got like 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I constantly watch out for people that need a little help, a little assistance, a little listening ear to help them get through whatever trouble they're getting through, whether it's to do with their health or what's going on in their family, their job, whatever. Another reason that I got to know not diabetes, depression really well, a lot better than I would have liked to have, is that, well, I told you that my mom had died, and I said how difficult the holidays can be. I get to missing her, and it happens every year. But this year was worse because of my health issues. And then, as if that wasn't all bad enough, the pain being so bad, I couldn't sleep. But then I also remembered around the 1st of January that January 8th was my due date for the babies that I had lost. And that all just, everything put me in a fit of depression like I haven't seen for a long time. And so that was why I haven't, well, that and the phone wouldn't take didn't have the room. But it wasn't as bad as what it had been when it happened, because when I lost my babies, I miscarried the one, and I was in the hospital, and I ended up having to go to the doctor the next day, and I had to go and have some tests done, and they discovered there was a second baby. And though I was really sad about losing the first baby, I thought, well, at least I'm still going to have a baby. This one's okay. And so I went home, and I was really tired with everything going on. I went to bed, took a nap, and when I got up, I lost that baby too, which was extremely hard to go from so happy to so sad to, well, pretty happy, and then really extremely sad. And my husband at the time, I thought, this is when we need to pull together. That's what people do. That's what they should do. But he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't talk to me about it. He actually said to me that he didn't want to talk about it, didn't want me to talk about it, because he didn't want to hear it. He wanted to forget it. And so my depression got worse. And I mean, it was really bad. I'd never, ever been in depression like that. And at a certain point, I actually started thinking about committing suicide. And I just wanted the pain to stop. It was so hard. So when I started actually thinking of how I was going to do it, I decided I needed some help. And I called the suicide hotline. And things are bad when you call the suicide hotline and they tell you, we're busy, call back another day. That's what they said to me. And so I hung up. And if I was depressed before, it was even worse then. But then I thought about my mom. My dad died when I was a baby. He died in a car accident. And my mom was always mom and father and best friend. We were great friends. My Aunt Vera used to say, you and your mom are like one person. And so I decided that I couldn't do that. to my mom. I couldn't put her through being an only child. We had talked some about when my dad died and how the police came to the door and told her, and I could see it was really hard, so I never asked her anything after that. I didn't make her talk about it. I was curious, but it's like it was more important not to put her through that I knew he was gone. I knew he had loved me. I knew he was a good person. I didn't need to know anything more. I had mom. She was mother, father, and best friend. She was always there for me, always. And so that was what pulled me through. When I was sitting there and I was thinking about, I just want it to stop. I can't take this pain anymore. And then I thought about mom, and it's like, I can't do it to her. I just can't. As hard as her life has been, I cannot put her through that. And somehow, I found the strength in me that I got through it and got back into life. And I still thought about my babies and I missed them and I felt bad, but I was able to get past it. But this year, I think it's just because of being T-boned and all the injuries and how bad I am, and now I've got diabetes and I've got neuropathy and I can't take care of myself anymore because of what that woman did. And then to be thinking about losing my babies on top of it, it was really, really a bad year. But I did think about killing myself. I'm back, and I will get through this one way or another. So I'm going to try and get more videos done, post more videos, and let you know all the different things that have happened to me in my life. And there's been some doozies. But whatever you're going through, if you're depressed, please find somebody you can talk to. And I'll say call the suicide hotline and hopefully they'll help you a heck of a lot better than what they helped me. But if they turn you away, find somebody. Don't just give up. Because you're here for a reason. Just like as bad as I am, and in how hard it is to be like this, I know that I'm here for a reason. God has said that he believes that, or not God, Josh. Josh has said that he believes that God is letting me be like this for a little bit, so that I can understand what these people actually go through. Because if you haven't been there, you really don't understand. And I mean, I've had people tell me like it's no big deal. Or tell me that I need to forgive the woman. That if I don't forgive her, I'll never heal. Then I came across a video, shorty, and the guy was saying that if you don't forgive people, God won't forgive you. Well, I had recently seen something about Jeffrey Dahmer and how he had gotten religion, and that God, because of that, God would accept him in heaven, or did accept him in heaven. And it's like, you know what? Me being angry with that woman for what she's done to me and all the pain and suffering I have been going through. And I've tried to forgive her. It's nothing compared with what Jeffrey Dahmer did. And, you know, it's really hard to forgive somebody when they did it on purpose. I mean, I ain't going to go into everything, but if nothing else, the fact that I had my light on top, I had my left turn signal on, and it dropped off to a field to the right. She was in a big Acadia, and she was going over 60 miles an hour. And decided to go out and around me on my left-hand side. I heard her tell the cops this. That's not an accident. And then she never asked if we were okay. And I can understand not apologizing if she was worried about lawsuits or whatever. But if she was any kind of a decent person, you would have thought she would have asked if we were okay. And it's hard to forgive somebody that says, I didn't do anything, whines it. You didn't do anything? No, you didn't bother trying to slow down or stop. You didn't bother trying to avoid hitting us. But you did a hell of a lot of damage. And I have got so much anger towards her. And if anybody's got any kind of advice on how to get past this, that would be great. Because I've asked pretty much every minister and every religious person I know, and nobody can tell me how I can do this. And I have tried. But I'm not trying right now because it just puts more pressure on me and makes things harder, and I'm not going to keep doing it. I need to think about myself. And I will put myself out there for you guys because I want to let you know whatever you're going through, I've probably been through it. And I've been through a lot, and I'm still here and still fighting. And I want for the people that subscribe to become a family. Let's help each other out. Life is hard enough. Let's try and help each other through the hard times, you know? So, all right. Well, that's it for this video, and I will try and do more soon. Everybody take care. Bye.